folks, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. I'm on my way up to Intellivision Headquarters to meet with Tommy and the team up in Orange County, California to talk about the latest updates to the Intellivision Amico. I did this about, I'd say even over a year and a half ago closer, and I saw the Amico firsthand, played some of the games with Tommy, which was mind-blowing, like dream come true. You talk to me, younger Smash, when I was a kid playing video games, if you could say I was going to meet with CEOs of game companies and see these consoles firsthand before they launched to the public, I'd be like, okay, you're absolutely insane. That's never going to happen. And here I am doing that. So yeah, I'm going to go up to Orange County, meet with Intellivision's team, Tommy Tallarico, the new office. They got apparently a new headquarters since the last time that I went, and a lot of changes and updates that I want to see. So without further ado, let's check out what Tommy has in store. I am here at Intellivision Headquarters. This is the new office, and I'm going to take you for a quick little tour and show you what we got inside here. We got some pretty cool images of the Amico. Hey, Tommy, how's it going, man?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Cool. Hey,
what's that?
Well, before I give you a tour and show you Amico and the games and everything,
yeah,
I'm just going to need you to sign this NDA. This is the standard Intellivision NDA, and this says, oh, don't worry about what it says, but just don't ever talk anything negatively about Amico, or we basically take your house and kids and all that stuff. Is that cool?
I drove a long time to get here.
You'll be good. It'll be no problem. No problem.
Oh boy, I heard about these.
Yeah.
One eternity later.
All right, I have just finally finished filling out all the non-disclosure information, and for the intelligence challenged folks out there, that was a joke. All right, Tommy, what do you got for us?
So yeah, come on in. This is where a lot of our programming and engineering goes. So we have, software, firmware engineering, and then in the back we'll show you the hardware engineering, which is a totally different thing. Let's come in and talk to John Alvarado. John,
hey.
What are you working on today?
Well, today we're actually getting a console together to send to our
Dubai
office.
The Middle East. Yeah.
So that's being packaged up right now and sent off with all the latest goodies and the latest versions of things.
All right, rock and roll. Hey, Kevin. I know. So what Kevin's been doing today is kind of tightening up the code. Well, you explain.
So what we're doing is we're making sure that the devices pair with the consoles. And so one of the issues that we're facing that Tommy just touched on is that we've got 5-6 different consoles all being worked on all at the same time. So when you start up your controller, they connect to the first one that they find. So it might not be the one that you expect. So I'm trying to make sure that we pair out the list or call out the list of the controllers, so just the ones that you want to connect to. And so then that way it can take over, as Tommy's explaining, you can get access to it because each controller will have your own unique ID associated with your console. Your console keeps track of all the games that are on it. And so we're gonna keep track of all that. It's gonna be part of the overall system of the Amico and the game handling and sharing the games as well. That's the big point that you were trying to touch on.
So
Awesome,
anyway,
thanks so much.
So again, all of these are rooms where 2-3 people. All of these desks are all filled with programming. Our art, some of our art department are here and in there. Actually, this section is the folks who are doing all of our stores, storefront, back end, AWS type stuff, leaderboards. Once you connect the system and it goes somewhere, that's what these guys, this corner has been building forever. But Hot Wheels track, we got the big Hot Wheels license, as a lot of folks know. We'll go down that section here. We'll play the Amico in that room. But anyway, and then here's, this is more of, we start to get into, business, marketing, that stuff. We say hi really quick, Nick. This is Nick, our CFO, COO. the man that holds all of the budgets and papers together and tells me to stop spending money and
all the time.
and, you know, but wait, I want to do one more video game. You know, it'll only cost X amount of dollars, and then we have to try to figure it out where to come up with that money. But anyway, so I just wanted to say hi to Nick, and again, this is late Friday night. You know, later on a Friday night, but you know, marketing people are here, customer experience folks are in here, office manager is in here, like a testing and build facility, because you know we are actually building some vehicles. I'll say that for promotion. But again, I want to show you some stuff here, you know, 3D printers and stuff. But this one's just some saws, motors. But I want to show you, this one's kind of cool. This is called a tumbler. So, you know, you open the door here and it has two things. So what we do is we put the controllers in there, or we put the console itself in there. And it, you know, it kind of hooks up to, you know, to the computer and everything. And basically what this does is it just spins around and around and around, and you can put carpet, concrete, tile, you can put different, we have the concrete or the carpet in there for now. So to give you an example, we'll take a Intellivision Amico controller, we'll put it in there, and then you can control how fast that spins, so how hard it spins, how long it spins. And so and you say, well, what the heck would you do that for? Because we try to get it to break, right? And then once it breaks, we can then examine what went wrong. What failed when it gets crazy. So what it does is maybe it would simulate a 5-year-old dropping it on the floor 10 or 15 times. And so if that happens, you know, did the screen get screwed up? Did a wire get disconnected? Did a soldering point fall off? Did a piece of plastic within the thing break? So this gives us an idea of, you know, what could potentially break. And then once we know that, now how do we fix that? So it's really you know, amazing instant you know, process. And so, you know, again, a lot of these tooling machines and stuff. So now this area is our hardware.
Again, that's still very highly conceptual.
Yeah.
So this was one of the first trials we did where we just took some slabs of EPDM rubber and we just put them on here. And the reason being is because, again, on bare plastic, when you put a controller in, it has that
Just
slightly
sounds
hollow
plastic.
hollow.
Yeah.
Whereas trying to dampen it, you hear that it's a different tone.
More solid.
So we're still working on this. It's not finalized at all. We're debating.
But these are the things you do in the final
Yeah.
you know,
Final
these
stages.
are 99% done with everything.
Yeah.
But it's just funny though.
These are luxury upgrades.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, and
not
it's
functional.
and it's something you never even think about when it comes to a console. You're like, you just assume that that's how it got made the first revision, and nobody ever did anything with it. It's like,
It's
no.
literally thousands and thousands of revisions. But this is the type of stuff that, you know, because of COVID and because of the delay, we can now actually have the time. Okay, the console's done, but can we go back now and think of, you know, what are some of the little idiosyncrasies that we didn't like? And one of them was like, gosh, you know, right? Now, this is super solid, as you know. You played it, right? That's right, but it's like, well,
Way better.
Feeling better.
Way
it's
better.
just a psychological thing, right? So these are the types of things that you can when you have more time. So we look at the pandemic as, you know, we got to turn lemons into lemonade, and how can we improve on what even something as simple as the sound of it clicking in the device.
Very cool.
So these are the batteries?
Yeah, so this is a battery testing system right here. So, you know, we have to do multiple testing to make sure that, how long does the battery last? So this machine will charge it up and then discharge it, charge it up, discharge it 100,000 times. And to a whole bunch of different,
Now, are those batteries all different, or are they all the same exact battery, and they're just testing that one battery?
At this stage, we're just testing the same battery because we've chosen our battery now.
And you just want to make sure it holds up.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We got to make sure that it doesn't go out after a month, or that what this really shows is that when you charge it and discharge it, like say 1,000 times, because all batteries eventually are going to fail, right? Mm-hmm. So but if you do it 1,000 times with 30 different batteries, and you can measure that data and say, oh, it went down 2% over a 30-day period of 1,000 charges back and forth. So you can start to do the math and get down and realize, okay, these batteries will last 10 years.
Gotcha.
You will never have to replace it for 10 years. This is the colors are painted like Boba Fett's ship. So, the kind of the green and the burnt orange, because at the end of this hallway, we have Han and Carbonite. This has been at my house for the last 25 years, but I felt I'd bring it in and have some fun with that. So this is like video departments and creative and mechanical engineering are right here, where Todd and Slade just left. So this is kind of the creative part. Here's my office, which is kind of cool. Its own little cubby hole cave. We got a Indiana Jones, Tron, retro, arcade, music, Crystal, Ferrari, Flying Tiger vibe going on here. Eddie Van Halen guitar stuff, yeah. Willy Wonka too. Willy Wonka also. But I want to show you where we're going to be playing.
Oh yeah.
We set up a whole arcade room. This is Bill Fisher's office. He's started with Intellivision in 1981. So some of the games he worked on are Space Spartans, Space Hawk, and B-17 Bomber. But yeah, we got a nice conference room here and kitchen area. If you want any snacks, let me know. But this is my Tron light cycle. That it's half a light cycle. The original, from the computer into real life, which is pretty cool. But this is really fun, actually. This is one of my personal posters as well. So I'm good friends with Don Bluth and Gary Goldman. Don Bluth, for those of you who don't know, he worked for Walt Disney, and the first movie he worked on was Sleeping Beauty, which goes back to the 40s. And he's still alive, and he's such a great, intelligent guy, Don Bluth. And so I had all the people who worked on Dragon's Lair sign my poster here. These are all interesting and fun. These are all actual pinball machines, and you say, and these are all from the 1930s, right? So some beautiful pieces. So you can see, here's an example. See, they basically put nails or pins, and then you had, the ball went there, and it goes up, and it would hit, and that's how it was called pinball. Now, eventually, they made the tables bigger, leaned them down like this, and then put flippers on them, right? So these are some original pinball. These are all part of my collection that I just brought in from my own house, but some beautiful just pieces of art to me. people might look at it and say, "Oh boy, it looks like a bunch of plastic or metal junk."
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, they're very cool. So we're gonna be putting those all over the walls and stuff.
What's this Mike Tyson here?
Oh yeah, this is cool. I got this. This is they did a few hundred of these where they have the NES controller, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and then Mike Tyson signed it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did like a limited number of those. I guess maybe a couple thousand.
Very cool.
But if that, yeah. And then we have our game room here. We're putting this Tron light cycle. We're mounting it up here. So
nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And then we're gonna put the Intellivision. We're gonna make a big Intellivision thing.
The logo
for the office. So anyway, this is the game room. It's starting to come together, but. Again, these are all my own personal machines, the Vectrex, the NBA Jam. Actually, the guys at Arcade 1-Up gave me this, so that was pretty cool.
Does that mean you're going to be giving them an Amico?
Well, we did a deal. We did a couple licensing deals with Arcade 1-Up, so yeah, it's only fair that we return the favor, I'm sure. But, anyway, so yeah, this is the TV that we'll be playing off. I think it's 85-inch.
That's huge.
Samsung. I mean, if you're gonna play Amico, might as well do it right.
That's right. Well, let's get to playing some games.
All right. Final version is that if you want to change whenever you want to change your orientation, you have to, you're gonna have to hit the pause button, and then you'll just switch it.
Is it okay if I record part of this?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. No problem. Boy, now camera this side. Yeah, boy, go.
I just ran right into it. Wide turn.
Oh, damn it, I missed it.
Oh yeah, follow the tracks.
Design the level, I still screwed it up.
Well, that was one hell of a trip. I spent the better part of, 11 a.m. until it's almost 9 p.m. now. I mean, that's 10 hours at Intellivision, and it went by in a flash. Literally, I felt like I just got there. So many games I played, so much to talk about. Oh man, the Intellivision Amico, to me, initially, I was kind of feeling the vibe of, do we really need another one of these consoles? But the more I've heard about it, the more interested I became with it. And now having a chance to play it hands-on again with all the latest updates and revisions and playing with the controller, it alleviated any concerns that I had going into it. I know there are a lot of people talking about lag or backwards controls or issues with that kind of stuff. I mean, I did see a few minor bugs, things that they're in process of working on right now, like that's what they're doing. But overall, I even said to Tommy when I was there, like, if you ship this today in the condition it's in, I would enjoy it. Like, they're working on the final touch type stuff, but right now it's fun. It's really fun. So I'll leave the video at that, and I'll figure out what I'm going to be doing with other Amico videos surrounding my visit today, but I guess I'll just leave it at this. The Intellivision Amico is a lot of fun, and I personally am looking forward to it. So, without any other things, I will leave the video at that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash it, J.